Hello everyone, I'm finally able to update this project and give some pricing and feature information. What we're going to do is we're going to start with the website and we're going to go to the single screen dash kit, which is called the 100 series. And when you go to this page, you're going to see, just like a previous video, that this kit incorporates an 11-inch screen. You can get all the size information on the page here. There's quite a bit of detail here in terms of what's included, options, and whatnot, but I'll go through that with you. So just to start off, we have a shop that's interested in becoming an installer for those that don't want to wire the system themselves. I'm going to try and make this as plug and play as possible, but because of the age of the vehicle, it's there's going to be some wiring that has to be discreetly added. So it may be difficult for some that's never had any wiring experience. If you can install a stereo or a car starter, then you can install this LCD system. If you've never experienced automotive electrical and have never put in a stereo system or anything of that nature, I would recommend a shop to have it installed. So just off the top, we're going to start this offer as is on the website, $11.50 USD plus shipping. You get the 11-inch screen, everything that you need to have the vehicle operate through this system will be included. You don't have to buy any separate adapters or whatnot. And we're going to offer a promo code for those that watch this video. Will be DMC LCD. And what you do is when you go to this website, there'll be a section down here to fill out a quote request. You click on the quote request, you put your name, all the info here. I'll know that you've watched the video. And when you get to promo code, we're going to type in the DMC LCD, and that will give you a complimentary animation for the doors and your high beams, and that'll appear on the screen when your door, either door is open or high beam is active. I'm also going to set up this system, as I mentioned in a previous video, with a dual mode graphic. So we're going to have something to the effect of a futuristic looking graphic and also a retro to simulate the original screen. So we're going to have analog gauges represented. We can also do EV motors if you have a database configuration file, a DBC file. We can get all the necessary information to do EV. And then the secondary screen will look something futuristic like this. It doesn't have to be exactly like that. I was thinking something along these themes, or possibly a combination of the three. Okay, so you'll be able to switch between that graphic and a retro graphic. Let's see, what else am I forgetting? But yeah, whatever you see on the screen in terms of indicator lights like the lambda, the fog, seat belts, and that sort of thing will be included. And now the second system is what we call the console section control screen, or 100R for remote. And that is comprised of a single screen touchscreen, which is actually a 7x4 standard. I know that we've measured this section in the DeLorean. I believe it's 9 inches tall, so if you want to go bigger than a 7x4, there will be an option for a larger screen. This system will allow you to keep the factory gauges on the dash and just update your console section, which will include heater controls, climate controls, dual graphic on this system as well, where you get a retro looking graphic for climate or something a little more modern. where you can just push up and down for fan speed, up and down for temperature, and then direct touch for your mode switches here. Along the bottom, you're going to have your hazard light. You're going to have any indicators that were on the console for cooling fan fail, door locks, and rear defrost will be indicated on here. And we have a media player that's included. We'll do MP3 WAV files of that nature. Also play video. And then you're going to have a settings menu and back to home where we can display the vehicle. I can even put a DeLorean factory logo up there as well. And keeping with the other systems, you can scroll down to see all the features that are included. We do have a vintage air option for those that are looking to upgrade their climate system and using vintage air. We have a direct interface for such a system, which is actually cheaper than our proposed stepper motor and linear actuator. But you will have to purchase the vintage air system separately, of course. Magnum 4 or 5 series will work. And then there's all other options for backup cameras and outside air temperature. You could even start your vehicle, engine start stop by the touch screen, door poppers. If you have a suspension setup, we can control that as long as there's an analog input for that system. AccuAir does have a provision for a rocker switch up and down, which we can control using relays as well. And lastly, and most complex, is going to be the dual screen 200 series, which replaces your dash and console screen. Again, the default screen will be 7x4, but you can fit something as high up as a 9-inch screen. This system does come with, again, everything you need to get started. We are going to try and make it as plug and play as possible, but because of the age of the vehicle, we're going to have to do a lot of wiring. Same options here as the 100R. And then we will offer again the promo code DMC LCD, which will give you the door animation. And I'll just show that again for those that skipped over the video. And so if you have any questions, please direct message me or respond to this thread. This will be a new thread on the forum. And I can answer for everybody, or we can have a discussion privately if you'd like instead. And same as the other system, we will be offering the dual graphic for the dash and the console screen. Thank you for your attention and time, and I hope to hear from you soon.